That's the liberals. They want to get you in a dungeon. They want to strap you down and take a buzzsaw and cut the top of your head off like a pumpkin and pull it off and get a little spoon and go, well, you're looking in the mirror. This is one thing I know they like to do. They go, I'm going to eat your brain now. Let's start. Let's start at the side areas here because we don't want to take away your sight at the back or your thinking on the front. I'm going to eat your cerebral cortex last because I've got power. I love Satan, and I'm going to suck you dry, and I'm going to torture you to death. So I never expected Trump charging into a goblin's nest to not get some goblin vomit and slop and blood on him. I just don't want to catch him in bed with a goblin. But if he's in there rolling around, hacking him up, and he's got a goblin guide, you know, taking him into the cave, I'm not expecting him to not get dirty, especially up to his ankles. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, having political succubus with goblins. I don't want to see him ingratiating goblins. We made the joke that once he gets into office, it's one thing if he has some establishment folks to guide him through the mines of Moria, to use the Lord of the Rings analogy. If you're not a J.R.R. Tolkien fan, you won't know what I'm talking about, but I think most people are from the movies. It's one thing if he has a guide that's kind of a bad guy to take him through the mines of Moria or under the mountain. But if you catch him kissing goblins, or if you catch him in bed with a goblin, that's a problem. If he, say, signs on to the TPP, that's in bed with a goblin. Because we're going to have a new scale here. I'm actually going to have it made digitally where it's on a scale of goblins. Is it charging into a goblin's nest? Hacking them to pieces? Or is it just going, around the goblins? Is it kissing goblins? Even though you still stab them, you give them a kiss? Or is it catching them in bed with a goblin? And then the final scale, is Trump going to have babies with a goblin and actually help the New World Order and turn against us like Darth Vader? Is he going to marry a goblin? So you just learned about another level of the scale. Not just in bed with a goblin, marry a goblin. These people are the biggest cucks on the planet.
You're trash.
Hey, come tell me on camera. Come here, coward. Come here, coward.
Oh.
Right here on camera. Right here. Tell people intellectually who you are.
Intellectually who I am?
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm your mama.
Yeah, can't even talk. Look at you.
Hey,
This is what they've turned the people into. This is it right here. Literal slave of the system. See that? That's who they are. Look at this slave. That was great. Come on, hit me. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know. I'm trying because you're brainwashed. This is the brainwashing.
Where they have more coffee.
This is the brainwashing. You see? And I'm proud of this because this is who they are. I've deliberately. That's why they're allied with jihadis, because they hate the West so much. They hate the West so much. They hate the prosperity because if you look at that guy, he was physically grotesque. He was physically soul-sucked. He was physically empty. And that's why we have to come out here and show people what's going on, because these people are bots. They're in a cult. How you doing? How you doing, brother? They don't know what's going on. Can you speak? We're trying to see if any of these folks can speak out here.
I don't talk to racist fucks.
There you go. See, they cannot even talk. It's a cult bot where they get to feel good, call everyone racist heifers. They watch MSNBC. They go along with all this stuff, and they have absolutely no understanding of how brainwashed they are.
Can we get a
Good dancers, you guys.
Alex, you're a great man.
Well, you guys are
did
awesome.
this. You made it
All of
happen.
us together.
Yes, Alex.
Can you feel the evil? It's starting to panic. Can you feel it's like running.
Yes.
Take a picture?
Right here, picture right
All
there.
right.
Awesome.
Alex.
God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
God
bless you.
God bless you.
Appreciate you guys. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
God bless you guys.
Can you guys sing again? Can you guys sing again?
I just don't prey on my own species, dumbass. Because I don't want my family getting treated the way you treat people. Because what comes around goes around, dumbass. I've seen, when I've gotten out of community pools and go, I got to go to the bathroom, people go, wow, you go to the restroom to piss in the pool? I've talked to grown men, they go, I just pee right in the pool. I'm like, I don't want to swim around in your piss. I go to the bathroom to piss. And excuse me talking like that, but that's the fundamentals of what I boil this down to. The Muslims from third world countries, they're used to crapping in a river. So they get in the German swimming pool and they all start crapping in the pool. You globalists think you're so advanced. I'm civilized. I don't take a crap in the pool. Madeleine Albright, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Al Gore, David Rockefeller, all of you take collective dumps in the pool because you think you're in a different pool than us. You think you're up on the castle on the hill. The truth is, you're in the same pool as us, idiots. You reap what you sow. You understand that? I don't want to swim in your piss. Go make a joke out of that, Jimmy Kimmel. Watch what happens. And the same big families and companies that push Prozac on everybody and Ritalin and all these other garbage drugs are the ones pushing the illegal drugs. And people think the drug culture is cool. It's not cool. It's dirty. It's pathetic. It's a joke. Don't use drugs, kids. Don't give money to the Federal Reserve, who's been caught hundreds of times laundering the money and doesn't get in trouble. Don't give money to Warren Buffett, whose banks have been caught laundering hundreds of billions. Don't give them any money. I hate them. And don't give McDonald's any money or Monsanto any money or any of these people. Stop it. It's the only way to break their back. Excuse me. And I went like this, hello, everybody. I'm Alex Jones. I did a scientific report here. And I heard the mainstream media said conspiracy theorist trillions of times. Does that make it true? We'll be right back. Stay with me. And then I was around the Trump supporters, and I was almost embarrassed. I was like, these people are all so good looking. I mean, I was like the 50th percentile in there. I'm not bad looking. They were just super handsome, super good looking. I did see some attractive women and people, but they were always with like really weird, wimpy guys that were giggling and laughing. And I'd say, come on over to the camera. Just tell me what you think. They go, no, and just start laughing. And we're like mentally ill. And I could tell the women, and I'm not saying this to brag, were attracted to me. But they'd be looking like they're attracted at me, but then just looking like I was evil and then shake their head and just walk off like they were in a trance or something. Knock them upside their head and have 50 shades of gray about the sexy rich guy that's going to chain you up. Of course, you're going to go get chained up one time. They're going to put that devil mask or that piggy mask on. They're going to say, now I'm going to torture you for about 6 weeks. So start begging for your mommy and your daddy. We're going to do it real good. I'm going to eat your cerebral cortex last. Because I've got power. I love Satan. And I'm going to suck you dry. And I'm going to torture you to death. And you're going to follow my liberal orders. And you're going to talk like I talk. And you're going to be guilty when I say you're guilty. And you're going to bow to me.